Hey guys, I am back to film my January manga haul. And for the fact that I said I was going to do a no-buy this month, I failed. Yeah, well, you know. So anyways, a lot of these are pre-orders, but I did go to the bookstore to buy things, and that happened. So clearly the no-buy did not happen for Lindsay this month. I did so good the last time, but nope. I'll have to try it again next time, but yeah, it totally didn't happen. I still do have a Right Stuff box that's on the way, so I'm gonna film this first half and then tack the Right Stuff box on the end and then get this up. So we'll see how long that Right Stuff box comes in. It says it's gonna come in on Monday. I'm kind of hoping that it comes in today instead, but I'm probably not that lucky. So anyways, let's just get going. So the first thing that I ended up getting is the 4th volume of Demon Slayer. I have not read the 4th volume yet, but I have read the first 3, so I am, for the most part, caught up on this one. I then also got the 3rd volume of Dr. Stone. Definitely enjoying this one. It's really interesting, the whole science aspect of it. And, yeah, I've caught up. Well, I haven't read this volume, but I've read the first 2, so far so good there. The next volume that I got was Children of the Whales Volume 8. I am so behind on Children of the Whales. I have read up to like 5, so I need to seriously catch up on this one. Yeah, I'm just so behind on it. And then, next off, we have got... Did I catch up on this one? I think I caught up on this one. So I got the 5th volume of the case studies of the Vitaeus, however you want to pronounce that. It's a little confusing for me. I feel like I might need to try and like reread this one from start to finish. Well, it's not finished yet, but go back and read 1 and then catch up to 5, because like I don't know what it is, but every time I just like try to jump back into it when the newest volume comes out, like usually when that happens I can just kind of jump into a series and then I'm okay because I kind of remember what happened the last time. That one's a little bit harder for me to like remember, and I don't know if it's like they don't come out close enough together or what, but it just tends to confuse me, so I kind of need to maybe go back and try and reread it again, so it's a little bit more fresh in my mind before I read the 5th volume. The next one I got is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I continue to love this series. I did finish reading the 9th volume, so I am like, I haven't read this one, but I'm caught up for the most part except for this volume. I love it. I love Belle. He's adorable. He's the cutest little thing on the planet. I really want to get some of the side stories for it, but I haven't yet. But I'm thinking about it, because I know they have, what, I think 2 or 3 side story offshoots for this thing. Can I remember? I don't know. The next volume that I ended up getting was the 9th volume of Clockwork Planet. I've read up to volume 8 of this one, so I haven't read this newest one, but I am completely caught up. And I'm definitely enjoying it. It's just a really interesting story. The next one I got was the Delinquent Housewife Volume 3. I've read the 1st volume. I have not read the 2nd volume yet, so I'm going to read 2 and 3 together. So far I've enjoyed it from the 1st volume. We'll see in the 3rd volume. I'm kind of like reading the back of it. I'm like, it's kind of going where I didn't want it to go. So we'll kind of see how it continues. I mean, I think it's only 4 or 5 volumes, so it's not that long of a commitment, but I need to catch up on it. The next one, let me see. Trying to figure out the ones where there are continuations. Here we go. The next continuation is Tokyo Toreba Girls Volume 4. I need to read this one like right now because 3 was such a cliffhanger and I want to find out what's going to happen with the lovely ladies. Sorry, my throat is dying on me. Then we have got the 10th volume of Gundam Wing. I am caught up except for this volume. Gundam Wing tends to be a pretty quick read just because it's a lot of Gundam and fighting and not that much text on these. Like that one has no text. So it tends to be a quick read. I'm kind of wondering how long it's going to go because it just seems to... Granted, I need to like rewatch the anime again because like I'm still wondering if like the manga feeling as rushed as it feels when I'm reading it, if the anime was that rushed, and I just can't remember that it was that rushed because it's been so long since I watched it. But yeah. So the next volume that I got is Bungo Stray Dogs, Volume 9. Continue to love this series. Need to read this volume, but I'm caught up on all the rest. I would kind of like to get... I'm wondering if, like, this whole arc that they're in right now, if, like, that's the end. Like, after that arc it's over, or if there's more story. Because, like, the arc they're in is not my favorite arc. So I'm kind of hoping it doesn't, like, end on that arc and that, like, it continues afterwards, but I'm not really sure. And then the next book that I got is Hungry for You, Endo Yusaku Stalks the Night, the second volume, which is actually the last volume, I'm pretty sure. I think this is only 2 volumes. I think. The end, yes. So this is only 2 volumes. So it's a little Yuri. The first volume I've read, it was cute, so I grabbed the second one. So I need to finish off that one. The next one that I got, and I haven't read the first volume yet, I just knew I wanted to get the second one because Gene Graves said this was like his favorite manga from last year. So I knew I wanted to read it, I just haven't had a chance to read the first volume yet. And that is Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. He really liked it. It sounds really interesting. The lovely color pages. So I just need to actually read it because I'm terrible like that. And then the rest of these, I think, are for the most part all first volumes because I went crazy and started getting a bunch of like first series. Okay, so first off, I did a Right Stuff order. Here's my little sticky pads. Thanks, Right Stuff. And Simply G had given me some suggestions for josei manga to try. So I did get a couple of them, which ironically 2 of them were reading for our buddy read in February. So if you've already... My video for announcing the February buddy read is already up, so you should already know these, but if not, the buddy read manga that we are going to read is Enclosed Called Fat, which is a josei title, and All My Darling Daughters. And these were both recommended by Simply G, so we're going to be reading those for the buddy read. And another one that she recommended that I ended up grabbing was this one, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, but it is wrapped, and it is 1 volume, 18 plus, about the story of a novelist who succumbs to the siren call of plagiarism. So it sounds interesting, so I ended up grabbing it. So there is that. The next one that I ended up getting is, I don't think you're done. Are you done? No. To be continued. Okay. So this is... I've been trying to get into more Korean manga. So this one I just randomly saw, I think on Right Stuff. Ironically, I think I bought it on Books A Million or Barnes & Noble or whatever. But I ended up getting the first volume of To Take a Enemy's Heart. Look at that art. And the second volume. So this is definitely BL. It's definitely Korean, because that art. And I'm looking forward to reading that one. The next one that I randomly got, I don't know if anyone's, I'm not sure if anyone's mentioned this one yet. I like saw it randomly on Right Stuff and it sounded interesting, so I figured I'd snag it. So I got The Witch's House, The Diary of Ellen. It is actually a horror manga, I think. Ellen, who has been plagued by sickness her whole life, heavily relies on her mother's care and love. When the bond between them decays in a horrific turn of events, Ellen despairs that she'll never get the love she so desperately craves and thinks she's done for. That is, until she crosses paths with the mysterious black cat. The cat offers her powers and a house to live in, which seems to change Ellen's life for the better. But the new witch soon discovers the gruesome secrets within this ever-changing house. So I think it's a horror. It's a horror. Oh, buddy, that's a horror. So this will be interesting, because I don't usually read horror. Hey, this could be the genre you don't usually read for the Read 19. Ironically, another horror I ended up actually getting is this one. Somebody, I can't remember who. I really can't remember who. Had read it on YouTube or hauled it or something, and it sounded interesting. So, and it's also from Gen Manga, which I don't have anything from them, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Plus, I figured actually that I had originally bought this. It's like a used copy, so obviously it's not like the best condition, but that's okay. I was actually going to read it for the horror prompt, so I could probably read this one for the horror prompt and that one for the genre you don't usually read, because I don't usually read horror. So there is that one. The next one I ended up picking is Horojimi, My Hero. This is ABL. I ended up getting the Blu-ray last month, and I said I was going to get the manga. Oh, let's not pause on that. Oh my! I wonder how really well the screen paused on that or not. So anyways, I got that. And then the rest of these, I all got for Shay's readathon, because Shay Geeks Out has been totally getting me into shoujo, and I don't hate it. And she is doing a readathon. Oh, what date is it on? I'll put it up on the screen. I have to look it up. I don't remember it off the top of my head. A love readathon, where basically anything that's romance, love for the 4th of July, I mean, goodness gracious, Lindsay, the 4th of July, yeah, that's it. For Valentine's Day, February. So she's going to have a 24-hour readathon. So I got some manga for it. And I've got even more coming. That Right Stuff box is also for her readathon. So yeah. So first off, I ended up getting Aroharu Ride. She really enjoyed this one. The art is very nice. So I am looking forward to trying that one. I might actually read this one before the readathon. I am not sure, because I need to read a shoujo for the readathon that I'm doing right now. And I was actually going to read Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts for that readathon, which I also got as a recommendation from Shay. And I just decided to read it before the readathon. So, and it was amazing, and this is awesome, and then I had to buy the rest of it. But because of that, I read it before the readathon, so I can't read it as my shoujo. So I might read that one as my shoujo for the current readathon. But this one is amazing. I'm definitely loving this one. The girl is adorable. She's so cute. So, yeah. So I did order the rest of that. And then the next 5 actually were from the bookstore. And they were specifically for the readathon. So I ended up getting the first 2 volumes of The Demon Prince of Memoji House for the readathon. And then I got the first 2 volumes of The Water Dragon's Bride. So pretty. And then last but not least, I ended up getting the very first volume of Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. I would have gotten more of this, but they didn't actually have any more of it at my bookstore. My bookstore is kind of bad. Like, usually they'll have, like, the first volume of a series and, like, the newest volume of the series. So if you're trying to collect, it's usually hard to collect. So they did not have the second volume for me to get. I think I ordered the second one from the Right Stuff order, because I didn't want to... With the readathon, I did want to try and read, like, at least 2 of the same series when I was reading it for her readathon, so that's kind of why I did that. But she definitely recommended this one. It is supernatural, and that was all Lindsay needed to hear. So that is it, besides the Right Stuff box. Oh my gosh, so much Manga. So, yeah, I would close this, but as you guys know, the Right Stuff, I will show you the Right Stuff box when it comes in, and then I'll put this video up. So, I probably, if it comes in on Monday, I probably won't film it to Friday, so next weekend would be when it shows up, because this is, what day is it even? Oh, where's my phone? I don't know. It is the last weekend before February. So, Friday is the first day in February, and that's probably when I would end up filming it if it comes in on Monday. If it comes in today, I'll try and film it off tomorrow and then get this up this weekend, but it's probably not going to, because knowing my luck. But anyways, so in theory you should be seeing that box right now. Guys, guess what showed up? And it showed up earlier than they told me it was going to show up. So, I filmed yesterday my manga haul for January, and I was waiting for a Right Stuff box, and I said if the Right Stuff box shows up on Saturday, then I'll film it on Sunday and I can actually get this video up this weekend. And if I have to wait for it to show up till Monday, then it wasn't going to go up till next weekend. But it actually showed up on Saturday. And there's Ella. Hi, Ella. Which I'm super excited about. So I'm not really completely set up. And there's the cat, because, yeah, I just didn't want to get completely set up. So, but I was like, why bother? Because I'm just going to show you guys what came in this Right Stuff box. Oh, Right Stuff box of paper. Okay. So, this is Right Stuff, so much paper. So much paper. Okay. So, first off, we have got Wake Up Sleeping Beauty, Volume 2. This is for Shay's readathon. I am so excited for it. And then I ended up getting, hi Ella, Wake Up Sleeping Beauty, Volume 3. Ow. Ella. Ow. Also for the readathon. This box is all basically for the readathon, I think. Unless some, like, stuff came in that was, like, delayed or something. Okay. We then got Volume 2 of The Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts, which is awesome. I love the first volume. I then got Volume 3. Oh, goodness, Ella. Ella, come on. I know, but you're knocking the camera over, ma'am. You're in the most awkward of positions. And then last but not least... Oh, okay. So I got Volume 4. I may have accidentally rebought Volume 4 twice. Oops. And then Volume 3 of the the Water Dragon's Bride. So, yes, this is all for Shay's readathon. I'm gonna have to do a TBR because there's a lot. I'm planning on reading that for that. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my manga haul for January 2019. I will see you guys later for the next video. Everyone have a very good rest of the day.